Hello fashion lovers, welcome again to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be teaching you on how to sew this asymmetric top. First off, I went down to create my shoulder line, and next up I'm going to be folding my pattern paper like this. Next is I'm going to be marking from that shoulder line to my bust point. Go ahead and mark out your shoulder line to your bust point. Next, I'm going to be marking my shoulder to my waist and shoulder to my top. I'll mark on the other side so I can have an actual straight line. Okay, then I'll use my ruler to connect every point like this. So go ahead and connect every point that you've marked down. So this will be my shoulder line, bust, waist, and my top length. And next up, I'm going to be marking out my shoulder measurement, which is 16 divided by 2. That gave me 8. Then next, I'm going to be going to the center front of this dress and marking out my neck width 3.5. And the neck length of this particular top is 3.5 also. So the way I'm marking it, just go ahead and mark yours. Then I'll get my ruler to mark out a square. Right, then I'll use my armhole to get my round neck line like this. Now from that shoulder line, I'm going to be coming down by 1 inch, and from that 1 inch I'm going to be coming down by 8 inches. But because it's a sleeveless, like, I'm going to be going up again by 1. So instead of marking 8, I'm going to be marking 7. Hope you got that. I'm going to extend my line. Now the essence of marking 7 so that my armpit or armhole will not be exposed. So whatever I had on my shoulder measurement, I'm going to be coming down to that my 7 inches that I mark out there by the 8, so I can have an actual straight line like this. So that's where my armhole curve is going to be sitting on. So next, I'm going to be connecting the shoulder line to the neckline to get my slope like this. Then next, I'm going to be taking the midpoint of that armhole line that I've drawn. 7 divided by 2 is 3.5, so I'm going to be marking my 3.5. From that midpoint, I'm going to be coming or going in by 0.75. Right, on that my chest line, I'm going to be marking my bust measurement divided by 4. And when I mark it down like this, I'm going to be connecting that line, that point there, to the midpoint and to the shoulder line with my armhole curve like this. Alright, so that's it. So I'll go over to my waist measurement and mark out my waist measurement. Go over to my blouse length and mark my hip measurement. Okay, I'm marking out my hip measurement on my blouse length area. So I'll go ahead now to connect everything together like this. So on that blouse length, if you notice, the top has an extension, right? So I'm going to be using 1.5 inch for the extension to have that curve, a bit of a curve, right? So I'm going to be using my master ruler to get that curve, and this is what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead now to cut out. Now the reason for folding is that the pattern the body scale should be showing on both sides. So I'm going to be opening it like this, and this is what it looks like. So to get my asymmetric line or neckline, I'm going to be going out from my actual neckline by 2 inches. You can go further if you want to. Then from that place, I'm going to be connecting it to the curve down to get to my armhole. Right, at some point I was not feeling this pattern master, so I had to use my hand to just get the curve I wanted. Okay, so if you can't use your hand, you just use your ruler. So this is the asymmetric neckline for this particular top. All right, so I'm going to go ahead now to cut out like this, and this is my asymmetric top. So there's a curve on that part, on the top part of this dress, right? But first of all, I want to extend every line, the bust line and the waistline. So to achieve this curve at the end of the blouse length, from that other end where there's a shoulder on it, like the part where there's a shoulder, from my waist I'll go down by 2 inches. But I know at the end of the day when I drew the curve, it was not giving me the kind of curve I wanted. So just follow what I'm going to be doing. I'm curving the end part of this dress, right, like this. So as you can see, I'm not satisfied by the curve. I still want to go up a bit to make sure that the curve is well the way I want it. So as it stands right now, I went up by 1 inch or I went down by 1 inch from my waist, and I'm going to be curving out. Please take note of where the curves are and where we went by 1 inch. So now to cut the back pattern of this dress, what we'll be doing is I folded my front pattern like this into, like I folded it, right? It has the midpoint. So next, I'm going to be pinning on my single fabric or single pattern, and from that midpoint there, I'm going to be ruling a straight line like this. Next, I'm going to be marking out my zipper allowance. I'm using 1 inch for this particular one, and I'm going to be drawing or connecting the points together, right? Just follow the way I'm doing mine, you would understand. Now I have my zipper allowance. Now because I don't want a bulge, by the middle, the shoulder to waist part of this particular dress, I'm going to be marking it on the back pattern and taking out 0.75. As you can see, I came in by 0.75, and I'm going to be connecting that 0.75 to meet up with the zipper allowance, the initial zipper allowance, which is my center back. Okay, so as it stands now, we now have a new center back. Now from that center back, we're going to be marking our 1.5 inches zipper allowance again. Now it gives us this look right here. So this is my zipper allowance. So if you fold back, this is how it's going to look. So next is I'm going to be cutting out like this. Please just follow closely. I'm cutting out the folded front pattern of this dress. Now when I'm done cutting, this is what it's going to appear. This is what it's going to look like. So I'm going to be cutting another part of this, so it will be two. So when I'm done, I'm going to be placing the front over it, then reshaping it. I don't know if you understand, but as we are going through this process, you would understand what it's about. So now this is the two sides of my back. Well, you can go ahead and pin the zipper allowance together as though you want to fix your zip. You can go ahead and pin it, then put it down, right? Then I'll bring my front pattern like this and place it over my back pattern. Okay, note that any allowance you are seeing by the side doesn't matter right now because you actually cut out same thing. So go ahead and trace out the front pattern on the back pattern like the way you're seeing me, right? When you're done tracing, you're going to be cutting out like this. I hope you really understand, but if you don't understand, if you go through the process of this making or the tutorial, you would understand. So like now I'm done cutting both the back and the front. I want to cut out my pattern on my material or my fabric. So by the sides, I'm putting my 1 inch allowance because I know I did not put seam allowance while cutting. So I'm going ahead now to mark out my seam allowance on the sides. Then on my neckline and the hem of this top, I'm using half inches. On your shoulder line, your armhole, and the top length, I'm using half inches. But for the seam allowance, I'm using 1 inch. Please, hope you understand, right? If you don't understand, please just go back and take your time to watch this tutorial again. So for the back pattern, I'm going ahead now to do the same thing. I'm going to mark out half inch on the neck region, side seam 1 inch, armhole half inch, shoulder line half inch, and the rest. Okay, so go ahead and cut out the way you see me do. Please don't add any other allowance on your zipper area. Okay, so this is my front and this is my back. I'm going to be using facing for this particular top tutorial, but if you can use your bias to turn out the neck. Okay, I went ahead with my facing to turn out my neckline of the top, and this is what it looks like, although it's white, so it does not really show very clearly what I did over there. So I just closed the neck part of this dress, closed the side part of the dress, and the zipper part of the dress. Okay, it did not get to the M, it's like a facing, right? So go ahead now, when you're done, shape your dress, close the armhole side with your lining, then sew your shoulder part, then sew the side of this dress. Okay, but on this side of this dress we are putting a belt to it. So go ahead and cut out your belt as long as you want, the size that you want, the length that you want. Just go ahead. So for me, I'll be putting my belt at the 6 inches of this particular dress, or 7 inches, right? That place where it's 7 inches, that's where I'm going to be putting my fabric, my belt. Okay, so I'm going to be fixing my belt. I'm just trying to verify the part I want to be on the inside. So I'll bring it out like this, pin it. I'm going to be pinning it, then I'm going to be sewing on 1 inch seam allowance. Sew all the way down. Then I'll move to the other end and do the same thing. Okay, I noticed that it's just 6 inches I use, but you can use your 7 inches, right? I marked out 6 inches for this particular one because I don't want it to be down the waist. I want it to be at least on like the underbust part of this dress. Okay, so I'm fixing it like this, and I'm going to be sewing 1 inch seam allowance. Go ahead and pin yours and sew it the way you see me do. So when I'm done sewing like this, I'm going to be going ahead now to fold the hem of this dress. You have to take your time to sew it because it's a curvy part of the dress. You have to take your time to sew it neatly. Okay, so on this my shoulder part, I'm going to be creating a belt or a band too, where I will tie it on it, right? So this is a dress. This is a complete two-piece, but just the top I made tutorial for. So this is a band. So I'm going to be fixing it inside that place through, I'll pass it through the armhole. Now I'm going to be tying it on the shoulder part of that dress, right? I'm going to be tying it like this, and this is what the dress looks like. So beautiful. So hey my lovelies, if this is your first time of seeing my video, please do well to subscribe to my channel, like, share, comment, drop a comment in the comment. So till we meet again in our next sewing tutorial, is bye. Thanks for watching.